The legend is 20 gold and the sunfish is 5000. Yep, you heard that right. Hello everyone, my name is Extreme and in this video I have added a mod to randomize every single fish price in Stardew Valley, which means every fish's value has been completely swapped around. My goal in this challenge is to make 3 million gold within the first year. Now I know in the randomized crop one it was 10 million, but I have cut it down for a few reasons. I can't produce fish in bulk, some are seasonal, and unlike crops, there's no greenhouse or ginger island for extra help, and honestly it's tougher this time since there are 65 fish compared to just 40 crops. There are only 2 rules for this challenge. First, I can only earn gold by selling fish, no fish related items, just the fish itself. And second, I can't sell Goby since it's not in the list and I couldn't find its in-game ID to change its price. So if you're into cozy yet slightly chaotic challenge runs, grab a snack, get comfy and get ready to expect the unexpected. Welcome to the second challenge of randomized Stardew Valley Fish Edition, and without any further ado, let's dive straight into the challenge. I started by creating my character and named the farm Hunting Legend since I need to find which fish has the sell price of the legend. Picked the default cat and went with the Riverland farm. Now I chose this specific farm because you can fish right on it. About 70% of the time it acts like a river and 30% like a lake, so you can catch both river and lake fish without leaving your farm. That's why I went with this instead of the beach farm. Also, I'm not allowed to use the fish smoker since all the smoked fishes has default prices. Day 1 was quiet, not much to do, but on day 2 I got my fishing rod from Willy and caught a few fish, sardine, flounder and anchovy. Then I went back to Willy to check their prices. Sardine sold for 50 gold and both flounder and anchovy were 100. All decent prices but nothing special. Next I went fishing in the river and caught smallmouth bass and sunfish. Then got brim and chub from the farm. I stored the algae and seaweed in my chest and sold everything else. Hit fishing level 1 and 2 on the same day. So here are the prices. Sunfish 100 gold, smallmouth bass 50, chub 60, brim 65. Again all just normal prices, not what I'm looking for. And let me quickly explain what I am looking for. Game plan 1, find the top 3 highest priced fish. In the base game, that's legend with 5000 gold, crimson fish with 1500 and glacier fish and mutant carp both tied for third at 1000 gold. The legend equivalent is the most important one for me to find, but until then the others on the list could still help. And guess what, I found one. On day 3 I caught a shad and picked up a clam from the beach, and the clam was 1000 gold, which means it either got the price of glacier fish or the mutant carp. I sold them immediately, bought a fiberglass rod and 100 bait. Then I caught a catfish which was 50 gold. Yeah, that's about 1/4 of what it used to be. I also caught eel and herring from the ocean and hit fishing level 3, unlocking the crab pot recipe. Herring sold for 120 gold and eel for 180. Day 4 I went up to the mountain lake and caught a largemouth bass, carp, bullhead and my first iridium quality fish, a chub. The carp was 300 gold, not in the top 3 but still great. It got the price of the stonefish, and considering how easy carp is to catch, that's huge. Sometimes you don't even have to move the fishing bar for it. Largemouth bass and bullhead were both 150, so carp and clam are the real winners for now. I ended the day at fishing level 4. Day 5 I adopted the cat and named it Orange Car because it's orange. The community center and the mines finally opened. The traveling merchant was selling a sturgeon for 1000 gold. I bought it and also picked up an oyster from the beach. The sturgeon ended up being 100 gold. So yeah, 900 gold loss. Nice trade. The oyster was 75. Then I went mining since I needed some fish from there too. Got a fishing XP book from a slime and 2 star-headed slimes dropped a small magnet ring and a small glow ring. Pretty nice combo. Hit fishing level 5, choosing the fisher profession obviously. Editing extreme here. While recording this, I didn't know that price increasing professions aren't actually working in this mod. So yeah, I'm gonna pick fisher and later angler, but they won't do anything, keep that in mind. Day 6 I bought the inventory upgrade. Oh, and every Saturday Willy's shop is closed. Well, technically it's open, but Willy goes fishing instead unless it's raining. That same day I hit fishing level 6, which means I can finally buy the iridium rod, and more importantly the bait maker recipe is unlocked. This is going to make catching specific fish a lot more efficient. So here's the game plan 2. Gradually fill the entire beach with crab pots and set them up with clam baits. I didn't know this before, but you can actually use targeted bait in crab pots too. But to craft the bait maker, I needed iron bars, coral and sea urchin. Next it was shopping time. Willy was selling stonefish bait, so I bought that and also grabbed the iridium rod for 7500 gold, 20 deluxe baits, 2 crab pots, 2 spinners and some extra bait. Then I went mining and caught 2 new fish on floor 20, a ghost fish and a stonefish. both silver quality. Ghostfish sold for 250 and stonefish for 125. Nothing special. Day 8, mom sent me 500 gold. I got a cockle from the beach and a shrimp from the crab pots. Both were decent, nothing crazy, so I sold them. Then I bought 100 bait and threw it into the ocean to remove that 500 gold I got from the litter. Most of the rest of my day was just fishing. The next day I got coral and sea urchin for the bait maker, plus a mussel from the beach and a crab from the crab pots. Sold them all normally because when I went to see Willy, he walked out of the shop right as I got there. Guess he is done with me. And yeah, none of those fish had special prices. Day 10, I sold a few fish to Willy, including halibut. I don't think I'd sold that one before, but it wasn't great anyway. Then I bought 3 crab pots, set them up, made 155 bait from bug meat and hit level 7 fishing. Day 11, I finally crafted the bait maker, bought 2 more crab pots and took 3 from the ocean, since in the crab pot category I only needed 1 more ocean fish, lobster, but from fresh water I still needed crayfish, periwinkle and snail. Yeah, snail counts as a fish in Stardew for some reason. The next day I got the crayfish and 2 periwinkles from the farm. Also, the bookseller was in town, so I bought the price catalog. No need to go to Willy anymore to check prices. Crayfish was 30 gold, trash. Periwinkle was 75, not great either. The traveling merchant was selling a lobster, so I bought it too, but it was just 75 gold. Day 13, I finally got the last crab pot fish, snail. It was decent, 150 gold. From day 14 onward, I started using clam baits and gradually increased my number of crab pots while still selling a bunch of carps in the background. Bought 8 more crab pots that day and hit fishing level 8. Day 15 added 10 more crab pots. Day 16 14 more, but by day 17 I stopped. The clam bait was inconsistent and honestly not as good as I expected. After a bit of research, I found out the success rate isn't even 30% when using clam baits in crab pots. So yeah, it's a good passive income and I kept managing it, but I didn't want to scale it further. Day 18 I used the chair glitch to enter the secret woods. Okay, wait a minute, hear me out. I didn't want to upgrade my axe 2 times just for this one fish. Word skip, please don't kill me in the comments. It sold for 97 gold, even as gold quality. Then I joined Joja. And wait, before you run to the comments again, listen, in this type of challenge, my goal is to earn a lot of gold and I can't get distracted completing the community center. I hope you understand. Alright, let's move on a little faster now since we have caught most of the fish available in spring. Basically, I did 2 things every day, refilling the crab pots and selling whatever they caught, and grinding car from the mountain lake for a steady income. On day 21, I bought the bus repair from Joja for 40,000 gold. Also bought a puffer fish from the traveling merchant for 800 gold and it sold for 30. Yep, the lost streak continues. That same day, I caught a new fish, ice pip on floor 60 in the mines, and finally after a long time something valuable, 875 gold for the silver quality one, which means 700 for normal. It got the price of the lava eel. It's tough to catch though, so I'm not sure if it's better than carp or not. The next day I went to desert and caught sandfish, 85 gold. I also tried catching scorpion carp and it was pure suffering. But on day 23 I finally did it. Using deluxe bait and a cork bobber, I caught a scorpion carp. It sold for 150 gold as silver quality. Honestly, I was glad it wasn't worth much. I didn't want to risk my sanity farming that fish for profit, but there was a problem. The ice pip bait kept giving me trash like 90% of the time, so for now I had to stick with carp and clam. I also bought a barbed hook from Willy. Catching carp was already easy, but with that hook it was practically automated, not like I wanted to watch YouTube while fishing. That same day I ordered the minecart repair for 15,000 gold and hit level 10 fishing choosing the angler profession. Day 26 I ordered the greenhouse repair for 35,000 gold and bought a perch from the traveling merchant for 600, and you guessed it, she scammed me again. Day 27 it was raining. Since I was max fishing level and it's still spring, I tried catching the legend but couldn't. Also, quick note, there was a random chance for a fish to stick to its default price, so if one of the 5 legendary fish got the 5,000 price tag of the legend, then I'm just doomed, since you can only catch one of each legendary fish per save file. But hey, let's stay optimistic, Optimus Prime. And that's how the final day of spring came around. I ordered the bridge repair for 25,000 gold. Right now I have 37,035 gold, just 0.1% of my target. But what I also do have is a lot of gear, some knowledge of fish prices and max level fishing. I'm not sure where this challenge is heading, but I'm excited to see what summer brings. So let's wrap up spring here and hope for the best. Welcome to summer. This is the season where I really want to figure out which fish has the 5000 gold price tag, because even if that crazy price gets assigned to a difficult fish, at least I can try something about it, maybe. So on the very first day, I caught a bunch of new fish: rainbow trout, pike, red mullet, tilapia, pufferfish, tuna and super cucumber. And out of all those, two prices immediately caught my eye: red mullet and tuna. Both were gold quality and both sold for 750 gold, which means their normal price is 500. So they got the price of ice pip and blobfish. Between those two, red mullet is the better choice since it's a bit easier to catch than tuna. Day 2, I caught two more new fish: octopus and dorado. I also ordered the final Joja repair, panning. The dorado was 312 gold and the octopus was 56, both silver quality. The next day, Joja was officially complete. Now I need to prepare for Ginger Island because I need 3 fish from there: blue discus, lionfish and stingray, which means I also needed to start gathering resources to repair the boat, and I didn't have a single one of them yet. I upgraded my axe since I needed to start collecting hardwood and spent the rest of the day fishing for red mullet. The barbed hook wasn't working great with this fish, so I ditched it. And one more thing, red mullet and tuna can only be caught until 7 PM, unlike carp, which lets you fish till the very last minute of the day. I also needed to reach the bottom of the mines for the skull key, so on day 4, I started from floor 60 and pushed down to floor 80. Bought a bone sword and dark boots because my old sword was, trash. Day 5 was green rain. I collected moss the entire day since I might need it for deluxe bait later. Also saw a mysterious man sprinting through the forest. The next day, I picked up my axe and immediately handed it back to Clint for a steel upgrade. Kept making mining progress in the background. Day 7, I donated a bunch of artifacts, 33 total, because eventually I'll need to unlock the sewers to get 2 fish from there: slime jack and mutant carp, but I'm nowhere close. You need 60 donations to get the key. From day 8, I went back to my beach chores, and by the way, rainbow shell isn't a fish, so I can't sell it. I grabbed my steel axe and gave my pickaxe to Clint for the gold upgrade. With that steel axe, I started collecting hardwood from everywhere and got 64 hardwood in total. I need 200 for the boat, so there's still a long road ahead. I also need foraging level 6 for lightning rods. Hit foraging level 5 that day and chose forester. From day 9, I started visiting secret woods every day. The next day, I got my gold pickaxe and reached floor 100. Tried catching lava eel, which has an extremely low spawn rate there, so yeah, I failed, but I did hit foraging level 6 and unlocked the lightning rod recipe. Day 12, I bought a lingcod from the traveling merchant for 480 gold, and as usual, I got scammed again. Day 13 was a thunderstorm, so I crafted and placed some lightning rods. The next day, I collected 11 battery packs and fixed the ticket machine, so that's 1 out of 3 boat parts done. I also reached the bottom of the mines and got the skull key. From day 15, I started searching for the dwarf scrolls, but found none. What I did find though was a prismatic shard. Yeah, a prismatic shard from just a slime in the normal mines. Day 17, I finally collected enough hardwood and repaired the hull. 2 parts done, 1 left. The next day, I went into the caverns without bombs, and yeah, that didn't go well. I only got 14 iridium ore total. Day 19, I bought a squid from the traveling merchant for 320 gold, and this time I wasn't scammed. It sold for 1500 gold. So squid got the price of the second highest fish, crimson fish. This is huge because squid is a winter fish and squid hunt days are going to help a lot. I also bought some desert totems, a new shirt, the final inventory upgrade, and donated 11 new artifacts to the museum. On day 20, Mr. Cheese sent me 10,000 gold. I immediately bought 100 deluxe bait and threw them into the ocean. I dedicated the next day to Skull Cavern. This time I crafted 59 bombs myself. The run went really well. I found a treasure chest on floor 22, got a purple slime egg, then another chest on the next floor. What are the odds? Got only a seed maker though, but it's still very rare to get treasure chest twice in a row, isn't it? And another one on floor 41, 2 iridium bars. But with all that insane luck, I messed up and died since I had no food left. Lost the 2 iridium bars but recovered them the next day. I also submitted resources for the final boat part and finally caught the lava eel after dealing with tons of trash. Fortunately, it wasn't 5000 gold, just 75. Thank God. The boat was repaired overnight, and on day 23, I finally reached Ginger Island. Spent the entire day collecting walnuts and unlocked the left side of the map. The next day, I caught my first Ginger Island fish, blue discus, and it was 6250 gold silver quality, which means it got the price of the legend. legend. So I finally found the highest priced fish in the challenge and I was so happy it's blue discus. Even though it moves around a lot, the blue discus bait works insanely well unlike ice peep bait. So the goal isn't just possible, it's actually going to be pretty easy since the biggest price tag is on a fish that's really bait effective and most importantly can be caught during any season on Ginger Island. The next day I built the farmhouse, sold fish and made over 61k gold instantly. As you can see, it's very easy to earn a lot of gold with this fish. Finding it was the real challenge, catching it is the easy part. So I won't drag this out, let's just settle into a nice little montage. And just like that, I made over 3 million gold by fall 4th. So the challenge is officially completed. Now I know this video is a lot shorter compared to my other ones, but that's really not on me because with this type of challenge there's a ton of uncertainty. It could have been even shorter if the prize got assigned to something like a sunfish, or way longer if the prize went to something painful like squid. I can't predict that, so I hope you guys understand. I really enjoyed playing this challenge and I hope you enjoyed watching it too. If you did, please consider dropping a like and hitting that subscribe button. Every bit of support means a lot. And with that, let's end the video here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Largemouth bass and bullet were I don't know why I made those noises. Alright, let's move a little faster now since we have caught most of the fish available in fish. Nice. Most of the fish available in fish, nice. Well done, Extreme.